Today I'm breaking down our new mushroom brew, the reground mushroom and cacao adaptogenic brew. Talking about the 5 ingredients we have in it, why we chose them, and some specific details about each one. So we got lion's mane, we got reishi, we got chaga, we got cordyceps, and we got raw cacao. Really just a powerhouse of functional ingredients that make for an awesome product. So talking kind of overall, so this is a powder, so mix it with your coffee in the morning. You can mix it with a cup of hot milk to make a delicious hot chocolate, whatever works for you. I've got mine already going today in my smoothie here. That's how I do it every day. Fantastic way just to get everything your body needs to start the day. So high level, what are we looking at in here? We have 350 milligrams of each of those functional mushroom extracts, and then we have 600 milligrams of cacao. So it's 70% mushroom extract, 30% cacao. So it just makes for a delicious mix-in for any beverage. It is, all of our mushroom extracts are double extracted. So they are water extracted and then they are alcohol extracted. So that's a key point because it breaks down the chitin, which is the mushroom cell wall. So it's much more bioavailable, the actual compounds that are in the mushrooms to make them accessible for your body. So what we end up with is just a really nice powder. 3/4 of a teaspoon is a serving. So again, 3/4 of a teaspoon is 350 milligrams lion's mane, 350 milligrams reishi, 350 milligrams chaga, 350 milligrams cordyceps, and 600 milligrams cacao. So yeah, 3/4 of a teaspoon right in your drink once a day. There are 28 servings in here, so just about a month. So it'll get you covered. So gonna start off talking about lion's mane, our 350 milligrams of lion's mane extract. So we do grow that indoors in growing conditions to mimic how they would grow in a forest. So it's grown on natural hardwood substrates, which allows all of the compounds in the lion's mane that are good for you to develop in a more natural way and just a little more sustainable that way. So lion's mane, pretty crazy looking mushroom. Google it if you haven't seen it. It does make a mean steak as well, I've seen, so you can make it mimic steak. It's called the hedgehog mushroom because it does kind of look like a hedgehog. So really has pretty awesome benefits for your brain. So you got antioxidants, you got beta glucans, you got amino acids. So it really just helps kind of support your brain function, helps with memory. So really focusing on the head with the lion's mane. So next up, we're gonna talk about our 350 milligrams of double extracted reishi that's in the product. So similar to the lion's mane, reishi, also known as the queen of mushrooms. We grow it indoors in a natural hardwood substrate to mimic the slow, colder growing environments of the reishi in the natural world. Beautiful mushroom also. If you haven't seen it, go ahead and Google it. Really cool mushroom. So that slow hardwood substrate growth that we mimic really helps develop the bioactive compounds within the reishi. So really develops a real depth of beneficial phytocompounds that are great for you. So what reishi does, it's kind of like the internal ballast mushroom I like to think about. So it helps kind of just internal balance, help maintain that even keel feeling, help maintain calm. So when combined with the lion's mane, you've got that nice cognitive benefit, and then you've got the nice even keel benefit of just kind of calm and focus. And speaking of focus, that leads us right into our 350 milligrams of chaga. So reishi, we have the queen of mushrooms. Chaga, we've got the king of mushrooms. So chaga, wild harvested, which is great. So it grows very, very slowly on birch trees in northern environments. So that kind of slow growth is really important to develop the bioactive compounds inside the chaga. It pulls As it grows slowly, it pulls nutrients, pulls things out of the birch tree into the chaga, so you get a really, really solid profile of adaptogens in the chaga. So ours is wild harvested and then double extracted, just like the rest of them. And then it's really good for just total body support. So, lots of antioxidants. Chaga is super rich in antioxidants. So you get a ton of antioxidants support for your body and just a really great kind of overall wellness and well-being ingredient in our product. So yeah, just layering on to the lion's mane for the brain support, the reishi for the focus support. Now we've got the chaga for the well-being support. And that takes us right into our last one. I think the coolest looking mushroom we have in it, if you haven't seen this one, definitely Google it, but we got Cordyceps. So our Cordyceps, 350 milligrams, my favorite ingredient in the product. So we do grow it indoors in very controlled environments because it really lets the profile of the cordycepin and adenosine develop to the levels that you want it to be, and then double extracted, so it's bioavailable to you. And I love the Cordyceps because it's really what helps support kind of what I call kind of the quiet energy of the day. So no jitters, just sustained calm energy throughout the day. So this is what you can lean on for that second cup of coffee replacement in the morning or in the afternoon. If you're typically reliant on that post-lunch cup of coffee to keep you going because you've got that up and down of the high levels of caffeine in coffee. This is what lets you keep kind of that even level of energy throughout the day. Super popular extract with athletes that are looking for energy and endurance throughout the day. So this is kind of my favorite one of the four mushroom extracts that we put in. And that takes us into the fifth and final ingredient, not mushroom, but we got raw cacao. So our cacao isn't just a flavor. Well, it is awesome. Raw cacao, super rich, super earthy flavor. Like I said, if you do put this in kind of a cup of hot milk, it makes a really rich, really earthy chocolate milk hot chocolate that's like nothing else you've ever had. I love to have it that way sometimes in the morning. Really great. But it's raw cacao. We've got 600 milligrams in there. So a good solid level of it. And it has tons of antioxidants and tons of benefits. And the coolest part about it that I love about it is anandamide. So you may be familiar with our other products, but anandamide is a natural endocannabinoid. So cacao has that. So it just kind of layers in another level of benefit that I love. So anandamide is colloquially known as the Bliss Molecule. So just kind of helps that feel good feeling. So, it's not an accident that when you eat a piece of dark chocolate, you kind of feel happier and it makes you feel better. So that's what's driving that. And then in our product, the 600 milligrams is just a lot about awesome flavor and just always thoughtful ingredients. So that's it. That's all we've got in this product is those 5 ingredients. Really proud of it. Sticks to our kind of main guns of intentionally developing things, only putting things in our products that actually provide value from a wellness from nature perspective. So to that end, we've got these 4 mushroom extracts. We've got lion's mane, we've got cordyceps, we've got reishi, we've got chocolate, we've got cacao. Why is this product kick-ass? They're all contained in one product. That's it. So if you go look other places, you're gonna end up buying a cordyceps extract, a reishi extract, a chaga extract, a lion's mane extract, and all of a sudden now you're buying 4 products, each probably the price of 1 jar of this. So you're just getting a lot more efficient. You're getting them all together. All 4 of them plus the cacao have different kind of functional support aspects and benefits in your body. So you're getting them all together, you're getting it all in one go. You don't have to take a bunch of different products. So that's my favorite part about it. I just throw it right in my smoothie and I get all of them all at the same time. So it really is more than just a blend of mushrooms. It's a functional formula designed with intention, from cultivation to cup, to make sure that you can have the support you need to be your best self every single day. That's it for today. This is my first long form one, so I hope it wasn't too bad, and hoping to do more of these in the future.